I'm Evan, the third host, and this is my freshly groomed lockdown beard. I got tired of not grooming. So today on True Stories Based on Fiction, we are going to do another of what you guys seem to love a lot, and that is an unboxing video coming up next on the show. Alright, so we are back with another unboxing video. You guys seem to like the last one, so we're going to do another one for you. For those who may not know, I do a podcast on the True Stories Based on Fiction podcast network called The Invincible Battle Report, and what's all about this guy here, Invincible. He has one of the best comic book series, I think, ever, and you should really check out that podcast. It comes out the second week of every month, and this is how the logo looks right here. And so, on the show, we were talking about how Invincible doesn't seem to have a lot of merch available besides the incredible books here, the hardcover and the compendium edition here. And we looked and we scoured the internet and we're actually able to find the perfect piece of merch that really encapsulates what the Invincible comic book series is all about. So I ordered it, and today we're doing an unboxing for it. And here's the box. And where's my trusty knife? Here it is. Trusty box cutter. As always, do proper box cutting etiquette. And let's see what they sent your boy. So firstly, there seems to be a lot of padding in here. I can't even see the product. And there's that. There's this. There's more stuff in the way. So if I didn't tell you, this unboxing is for the Invincible action figures. One of four, I believe. Two of Invincible and two of his lady love, Adam Eve, who I don't think is on these covers. But this is one of the Invincible series. Okay. So I'll tell you right off the bat, this is a lot smaller than what I thought it was going to be. Your average action figure is a little bit larger than this. I should also say here, I'm not a real big action figure guy. This is going to be the second one in my collection, outside of my Moon Knight Mexico figure. But because there aren't any statues, because I'm definitely a statue guy, I figured I would get this to have something representative of one of my favorite comic book heroes and characters of all time. So let's get some of this plastic wrapping off. There's a lot of plastic wrapping. Okay. Alright, so this is the back of the box. I'll show you the back first because I want to save a big reveal for what this figure actually is. And it's a picture of Invincible and some of his very important supporting cast from his book. And it says that this is a limited edition Invincible action figure produced in 2017. My first thoughts are, it's 2020 now, and it was limited as of 2017. It was a pretty high limit on that limitedness, if that's a word. But anyway, here is the front of the figure. So there's two variants. There's a regular costume Mark Grayson, who is Invincible, and there's a battle damaged, bloodied up as fuck edition, which I had to get because this is probably the showcases what this book is about the most. It is probably the most violent superhero comic book I've ever read, and that's some of why it's the best, because they do not hold back on the action and violence and blood and gore, and this is a very bloody and gory figure. So now that it's open, it does seem to be, well, open meaning out of the box, it does seem to be close to the same size as most of your typical, I think they call it 3 1/4 inch action figures are. It just has a very small package. That didn't sound right. Very small box packaging. And some people are in the box collectors. Since I'm not really a collector that much, I was called an out of the box collector. So what that means, we'll do the actual unboxing and take this bad boy out of the package. I will try to be a little careful with it in case I want to take some pictures at some point. I'm just gonna make an invention here. It's not going well. That was pointless, but I still try to be clean as possible, getting this guy opened up. And again, be careful with knives and blades. Try to cut away from yourself. Okay. Okay. And we've got it open. Okay. Matt Cardona, the former Zack Ryder from the WWE, he's a wrestler, and he has a podcast called the Major Figure Wrestling Podcast YouTube channel. And what he always does is he says, let the figs breathe. Fig is short for figure. So we did that. He also smells it as well. Because back in the day when we bought comics, when we bought toys and action figures as youths, as people who are young, youths, we typically notice a very distinct aroma from the action figures. This one doesn't have it, which is fine. All right, so the figure. Again, it's pretty cool. The articulation isn't the best. Well, actually, it's not that bad. And this is the back view of it. Side, the other side. Definitely posable. His neck has a little sassiness to it, so he can curse out somebody who's fucking with him. Goes up like this. A little bit of a pivot of the foot. So it's good for like action poses. Oh, and that's pretty cool. These parts kind of rotate on their axis. So I can do his feet like this for whatever reason. Those fully rotate, which is cool. The bend kind of stops at a weird spot. And the arms kind of have a joint here that allows them to do pretty tight though. So he can kind of pose and do his thing. There are some pieces I feel like they should be moving, but they aren't. Because this arm moves here to kind of make a bicep. But this one doesn't want to, and I'm not going to force it because I don't want it to have any problems. But so far it's pretty posable. It can stand up on its own pretty well. The design of the figure is honestly A1. The details on this figure are amazing. And the blood and guts, and I heard that every figure has its own unique blood spatter. So that's really cool. You can tell that Mark Grayson has been through it. So that's how the costume actually looks. I think it's on the cover there. And this is how it looks when it's all beat up. The only accessories that come with the fig are a different set of hands. So we'll get those open up. I'll show them to you. And then we'll kind of close up after I give it a rating. I will say it's a little tough getting his hand off, as I feel like it's going to not come off the way that it should. So let's throw him. Second thought, we are not going to put this in because I feel like I'm going to break it. But overall, that will take away a little bit of the points from this on the Drunk Iron Man scale. I would say as of now, I give it probably about a good 7.5 Drunk Iron Mans. I wish that it had some directions on maybe a more plausible way to disassemble the hands so I can put the second set on so I can show you guys that, and I'm not able to. But I won't let that take away from the points too bad. So like I said, I'll give it 7.5 Drunk Iron Man. You can get this from skybound.com. I think that's the only place you can get this. Maybe you can get it from a convention if those are even a thing anymore. But if you like it, make sure that you like this YouTube video, you subscribe to the YouTube channel, probably link in the bio, or you can click somewhere. Listen to the podcast every week on the True Story Based on Fiction Podcast Network, which includes the Invincible cast, the Invincible Battle Report rather, which comes out every Tuesday of the month. And until we get through, get from here to here. There's probably a good 10 volumes between these two. So just so you know, so there's a lot of content coming forth there. So until then, we'll see you next time.